All right, SEC Media Days Day 2 going on right now. It looked like Kirby Smart was just rocking and rolling a little bit, talking about Georgia. Josh mentioned this earlier, but the constant topic at SEC Media Days this week is the fact that they haven't had a team win the national championship in 2 years.
It's the only thing I ever see on the lower third.
Apparently, it is rubbing people the wrong way.
Where's our natty
in the SEC? Well, we'll see. You might get your playoff. We'll see if you get your national champion this year. Miss the Big Ten with ever saying at their media days constantly that they haven't had a national champion in the last 2 years, like it was some kind of crime or travesty. But maybe that's what makes the conferences different. So we'll talk about SEC Media Days and a couple of things that came out of that yesterday. Also yesterday, baseball's home run derby happened. It happened indeed.
Hell yeah, it happened.
I don't think I'm probably going to have a very much different take than anybody else about this that has been watching the home run derby for a long time here in the middle of the summer. But yes, hilariously, Major League Baseball has turned this into pretty much unwatchable television product.
I was locked into this thing last night. I don't know what it was.
Oh, so you were good. You were good. Were you watching the regular?
I was watching the regular telecast. Yes, I didn't need to see the pitcher's butt. We probably could have turned the camera just a little bit and gotten a better angle.
It's just they have a really difficult time with the split screen because of how many times they're swinging in a short period of time. They have to do the split screen, one to track the ball and the other to show the player who's swinging the bat, obviously. And it just becomes really, really difficult to track because you're watching it on a split screen half the time. And then there's
if you're going to time it, you're not going to be able to watch everything at once.
Correct. Which is the reason they shouldn't time it.
I agree.
Right. Okay.
But I don't know what it was about last night. If it was because it was in Atlanta, because there was a Brave in it. I was dialed into this thing.
That's crazy.
And I enjoyed the hell out of it.
So do you find it to be, did you find yourself entertained?
Yes, greatly. Like I had to put my hand over my mouth because I was cackling and I didn't want to wake my sleeping child.
You like when guys hit balls a long way. Yeah.
He did it.
I wonder what
I would have fit in very well at the desk with Carl Ravitch, where the only thing I would have had to contribute to the show was,
I wonder what you would have thought of the StatCast broadcast. Kevin Brown was over there on, I think it was ESPN2.
So it's a different audio and
different audio.
Okay.
So different broadcasters and different angles as well. So on that one, it's like golf where they have the ball tracker and they have the view from behind home plate. And then when the ball tracker,
gave us that on ESPN once or twice.
Yeah. So when the ball tracker turns red, that's how you denote that it's a home run. And then they also would vacillate between that and then this sky cam. But it was clear that they didn't have control of this. Maybe it was in a blimp or something like that, where it would kind of just go in a half circle and sometimes it would cut off a corner of the ballpark and it wouldn't follow the baseball. Okay. It would just be a full ballpark view and you could see the ball tracker as well. I found that to be a little bit easier to digest, a little bit easier to follow. But I do think we've just done a little bit too much with this.
The rules are a bit much.
The format is difficult. Even Vinny Pasquantino, who plays Major League Baseball, who was tweeting a lot last night. He was like, "What's the format again? How does this actually work? How many home runs do you need to hit? And what are the rules?" And down to, there was some controversy. I think it was Rooker.
Oh yeah, he's hot this morning.
Well, who not only was beat by Cal Raleigh by a half an inch,
less than I think, but yeah.
But also, he something about he didn't get the full 40. He didn't get the full 40 pitches, or he didn't know he had the full 40 pitches. There's too many rules. That's the point. There are too many rules.
If you have a production manager just outside the batter's box to tell the players the rules in real time, you have too many rules. I will agree with that.
There's too much going on. I think in this specific case.
I have an odd take about the home run derby.
All right. Yeah.
I'm a little scared to release it to the public because I think I may get made fun of for it.
Okay. Put yourself out there, Josh.
I don't think ESPN is paying Eduardo Perez enough money because he's great.
I don't really have it. I've enjoyed most of his stuff on Major League broadcasts.
I didn't know if I was out on an island on Eduardo Perez.
I
like him.
I don't know that he is like poorly thought of in the baseball world.
I think
he's a pretty nice guy.
He has a great balance of like, hey, idiot on your couch, here is the science of what this human being is doing. And also, if you're a child trying to play the game of baseball and you're watching this to learn some things, here's what you need to know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, I think he does a pretty good job.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know how the world felt about Eduardo Perez.
I don't know how they feel about him either, to be honest with you. For me, from people's experience here in Omaha, I mean, he does a pretty good job and has been a pretty nice guy to everybody and accessible and all those things. Ravitch,
not great.
A little bit of a different story.
Not great.
So he's
Dewey Decimal System.
So the problem is, like, he's not. He's kind of his broadcast style is a little closer to like remember when Joe Buck was never excited about anything? Remember when Joe Buck went through that time in his life where he was really having a bad time or whatever? I don't know why, because of the hair plugs or something like that. Like, he just would refuse to get excited about anything.
Probably the divorce.
I mean, even we'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah. Like that, he was giving nothing during the 2011 World Series. I don't know if Ravitch is like that bad, but you put a guy there on the home run derby, and really all I want out of the broadcast is for them to just say, oh, that one went out onto, and then say all of the geographical directions or the things that it could possibly hit if the ball had traveled 42 miles or something like that. If they were in Omaha, I'd be like, that one went to
Mike Fahey Street.
the Luss Hills, or something like that, right? So that's kind of, I think, what you need. That's why Chris Berman was like kind of nails on a chalkboard, but also like, I could use some backs right now.
Yeah.
But it would have been tough to do the backs in a world in the home run derby where they're swinging like so much. There's so many swings.
Yeah, you couldn't do the back for a current
home run
unless you were like, okay, I'm going to miss a couple of swings.
Do you want? Here's the other thing. Do you want the players to be? I mean, they are exhausted.
Yeah,
they are they have to take timeouts in the middle. So I just think they emphasized the wrong thing. They were just like, yeah, we need fast, we need action. Let's go. And then you can take a timeout. And then we're going to put all these rules in there for a bonus. And they have gotten some wonky results, like, late switches and stuff like that. Like I think they've gotten what they've wanted out of this, but ultimately I want to see the players not have to try like super duper hard. Not have to, because at the end of their rounds, they're all hitting wall scrapers basically because they're out of gas. They're out of swings. So when you got the Josh Hamilton 500 footer, even though we got a 513 footer last night, when you get the Josh Hamilton shots, he gets 10 outs, right? And you might not have the quantity of home runs that you would see in this day and age where dudes are hitting, 20 around or whatever it is, but you would get some incredible performances because there wasn't all these things to worry about, and there wasn't this pressure, and you didn't have to take 40 swings in 2 minutes. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
Batting practice, guys go out there and they're trying to get loose, and if they want to put on the show, they're capable of doing so, but for a really short period of time. Usually the last few hacks of the round or whatever is like, yeah, I'm going to try and hit one out onto whatever street is outside the stadium, and let's give them a show here. That's how it works in Major League Baseball, because there's only so many swings in your body, just like there's only so many pitches in your body where you could give maximum effort toward. And so these dudes are just grinding after a minute and after 2 minutes in their
I thought Junior Caminero was done after the first round. He was like crouched on the ground immediately after. I was like, oh, he's gassed. He's done.
Yeah, the kids go up to him with Gatorades and they're like, I can't even think about Gatorade right now. I have to keel over because I'm dying. It's 100 degrees or whatever in Atlanta.
It did not cool down as the night progressed, as it tends to not do in Atlanta.
But so I think not that I care that much. Don't put it on the internet that I care that much because it's the home run derby and you're trying to do something.
I don't know if we want to go about fixing this.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be this big thing, but I certainly prefer the old way.
Good mix of guys. I thought, like, not household names, but like good home run hitters, except for Jazz Chisholm, who I think he should have to start the second half of the season in AAA.
Oh, interesting.
I think
if you hit less than 5 home runs in the home run derby, you immediately option to the minor leagues for the first week.
Yeah, just for like a weekend series or whatever. Like not long. Just hey, you know what you did, sort of thing.
That's pretty funny. John emails in.
Hi, John.
On the Equitable Bank inbox. Wait, we could watch 4 football games at the same time with the quad box view, but we struggle with the single batter hitting a single ball in a split screen view.
I didn't struggle.
I don't prefer to watch 4 football games on one television.
I agree with that. I don't either.
I don't like it when my TV is split into sections. I like to watch the TV, and I usually like to watch one game at a time. People are like, I have 4 TVs, and I'm like, yeah, that seems a little bit like overkill. Maybe for the NCAA tournament when not every, I don't know. Maybe for the NCAA tournament just because it's a special day. Mm-hmm. But I prefer to watch one thing at a time. And it was easy to track when it was just 10 outs and no timer. Man. Exactly.
Oh, Connor. I forced my wife to watch the home run derby last night with me on our anniversary. Happy anniversary, babe.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to regale her with stories of the 1999 home run derby. A juiced up McGuire Sosa, a not juiced up Ken Griffey Jr., the short porch at Fenway Park. Oh, what a night.
The 1999 All-Star game, that is the one that kind of is the standard, right?
It really is.
Because we had the Ted Williams and the Pedro, right? Pedro started that game, or
I believe so. It would make sense for him too.
It wasn't that the one where he struck out the 5 Hall of Famers in a row or something like that? Yeah. The 99 All-Star game. Wow, what a time. We also had a criminal at the All-Star game last night.
Wander Franco?
Let me draw. No, not him. Okay. He was not there.
Okay.
He was not there. Let me introduce you to the face of the most hated man in America, this kid.
Oh, this guy.
Or
yes.
guy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought he was a kid last night. He doesn't look like a kid there.
This is the guy who robbed the home run, but upon further review, he has a soul patch and he looks like he could be in Creed.
Junior Caminero had hit, I believe, like 5 home runs in a row. This guy, quote unquote, robs him of a home run. Luckily, the umpire saw it in real time and said, nope, it's a home run. Keep going. Junior had to call timeout and is like, wait, what just happened? Tell me. And Ellie De La Cruz and O'Neill Cruz are like, no, it's a home run. It's a home run.
Okay, they called it a home run?
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention, and I just saw the robbery, and I just figured they didn't call it a home run.
I assumed that as well, but they were very quick on the broadcast to point out, no, the umpire saw it, but that it was going over.
The dude's still swinging, and there's too much going on. Like back in the day, if you would have had a kid rob one of those home runs, the whole thing would have just been on pause for 2 minutes, which is great. We would have sorted it all out.
I don't know who this guy is, but I guarantee you he has a YouTube channel, and he's going to drop a video. I robbed a home run at the home run derby.
I do have a quote, because we were going to talk about this a little bit later on in baseball reaction overreaction. We certainly still can.
I didn't know if we were doing this or teasing it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, let's talk about it. This is Sam Musterer.
Okay.
Sam Musterer.
I mean, my last name's Oddson. Who am I to be laughing at somebody?
From Cody Stavenhagen of The Athletic, who caught up with Sam last night. Minutes after the best highlight of the Monday home run derby, Sam Musterer stood against the wall in the Braves bullpen. He held up his phone to his ear, replaying the video that was already blowing up. His hands were still shaking from the adrenaline. Musterer is the kid who robbed, at least for a moment, a home run from Junior Caminero in the final round of the home run derby. He tracked a hard line drive, leapt at the left field wall. Quote, I wasn't quite aware of where I was on the fence, and I thought the fence was a little taller there. I just kind of reached up and grabbed it.
Yeah, I generally believe him.
He's like, I didn't know where I was. I was just on the field during the home run derby. I didn't know if I was robbing one. I call BS. Actually, I call BS. You know where you know where you're at. I mean, if I was out there, if I was out there running around in the outfield, you bet I am camping out near the wall trying to grab one. 100%.
I mean, I'm guessing this guy's daddy franchises a T-Mobile in the greater Atlanta area, and they were like, here, you want to stand on the field and shag balls?
So their question is like, yeah, how old is this? How old is this guy?
I mean,
Cody didn't have. Oh no, he is 17.
No way.
17 with a soul patch. What do we think about that?
He looked a lot younger on TV last night, but this still photo you have on the screen right now,
maybe that's the wrong guy.
Is jarring.
Is that the wrong guy?
No, I don't know. Maybe if I could log into Twitter from a desktop computer, I would be able to help you.
I don't know. It might be the wrong guy. Well, maybe that was a different guy that was in the outfield, but he's wearing the same hat and the same, obviously it looks like he's out there shagging balls and everything like that. Maybe this may be false. That might not be the guy who actually robbed it, but it does look like it from the video that I'm watching. I think
you might have the wrong person. Let me.
Either way,
if you allow me to vamp, I can get my photo up there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we got to do a Connor Happer Show investigative report at this point because I don't want to get this. This is very important that we get this right.
Yeah, we want to get the facts right.
Because I don't want, we're going to put this guy up there and we're calling him a criminal for robbing a home run. So maybe we took the guy who looks like he could be a Creed down, and we wait for the evidence on the next guy to come up. But 100%, if you're putting me out there in the home run derby, I'm running around. I'm trying to track everything down.
All right, we save it as a PDF file.
Kenneth says that's not him.
Yeah, I think you got a different guy.
This is not our guy. But what is this guy doing out there then?
Would you say he's too old to be participating?
Kind of. I mean, everybody else is like, looks like if they get hit with a baseball, they're going to explode. This guy's like, yeah, I could track him down. Oh, what the hell? This looks like the same picture, but with a different face.
Yeah, it really does, Connor.
Who was I duped by on the internet? Who is that? Oh, somebody tricked me.
Connor, this is the same photo.
I've been senteled.
With a different face.
Oh, no. What is happening? Where did I steal this from? I have to. Okay, it's definitely edited. It's definitely an edited photograph at this point. So who's that guy?
You got to be watching the YouTube at all times, everybody.
Where did I get this? I don't know where I got this photo. I don't know where I stole it from. I just took the one off the internet that said, this is the guy.
Who would do this?
Wow. It worked. Ferdinand Magellan writes in, my God.
Even Ferdinand Magellan is confused.
Yeah, he's one of the great explorers. Is that supposed to be Zach Hampel? No, because he's like bald. I don't think Zach Hampel has a soul patch. The soul patch is really getting me. Wow. I apologize to this young 17-year-old who kind of looks like Joe Burrow a little bit. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Either way, I'm fine with that guy robbing the home runs, but we'll get that. We'll get to that a little bit.
Did we go through that whole segment without talking about Cal Raleigh?
Cal Raleigh. Congrats to Cal Raleigh.
He's good.
Do you think Cal Raleigh is having a Linsanity run, or do you think Cal Raleigh is like here to stay? One of the best dudes in the league. I mean, he's going to hit 50 home runs with these this year as a catcher.
I want to ask a stupid question. How old is Cal Raleigh? He's 28. Okay. Whew, wow. I think we might be onto something a little more permanent than Linsanity. But this dude is a comet streaking across the sky right now.
Yeah, but the question is, how long does it last? Does the comet, make contact with Earth at some point? Come to a screeching halt, or does he keep going throughout the galaxy, just hitting dong after dong after dong? Home run derby winner, 38 home runs in the first half, and I mean he's on pace for probably mid-50s, 60 home runs, something like that, maybe more at this
Passing
point.
Ken Griffey Jr.'s Mariners franchise record. Like, incredible numbers. Also, my wife was quick to point out everybody sitting on the baselines yesterday was amazed by every home run that was hit, except Ken Griffey Jr., who was amazed by nothing that happened before his eyes last night.
What do you think Ken Griffey Jr. was thinking while those home runs were getting hit?
I could be taking some photos of these.
That's part of the fun of the All-Star game when the dudes. I like how they gave him couches to sit on.
Hey, you
now.
don't have to sit on the ground anymore.
They got their families out there and stuff. I know I saw Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn who were hanging out shortly after the disappointment of losing out on Babe Ruth's apartment.
Really brave of them to come back into the public.
How many questions do you think she got about her real estate? Do you think she answered any questions?
Probably a lot.
Yeah. 38 home runs, 190 OPS plus. That's almost twice as good as anybody in the league. And once again, he does this as a catcher. First catcher to win the home run derby, point blank period, ever. And I just don't know if I could sit here and be like, wow, this is. But maybe at the end of the year we'll look back and we'll say, remember when Cal Raleigh was like the best player in baseball for the first half of the season? That was weird.
Then he came crashing back down to earth because it was an unkeep-upable pace.
Yeah, I mean, that's what baseball is all about, right? It's sample size. With that being said, I mean, he was a really good player last year. He was almost a 5-win player last year, but he's got more. I mean, he's got a higher WAR this year already than he did all of last season when he drove in 100 runs and hit 34 home runs. Once again, as a catcher, won a Gold Glove last year as a catcher.
He has to be peeing in a cup every night, right?
Finished 12th the MVP, 18th in the MVP 2 years ago, and now he's an all-star and he's the leading candidate basically for the most valuable player at this point.
I would say there is no number 2 at this point.
He is rocking and rolling at the moment. Yeah, Ferdinand Magellan writes in, really got to know who the Soul Patch guy was supposed to be. I will try and backtrack where I got that from because I'm as curious as anybody else. I'm sorry for putting fake news on your screens if you're watching with this on YouTube. That is not the guy who
great shop though.
Who did that?
That is not Canva or Microsoft Paint.
Is it who got me? Kenneth says he found it, but we'll see if we can get that answer during the break. Major League Baseball All-Star Game is tonight.
It is 7:15. That's how many home runs Hank Aaron hit to beat
nice
Babe Ruth, and it's 7:15
today. And we'll have Major League Baseball reaction overreaction, where we talk about the topic of the week in baseball, whether a guy who's pitched in 5 games should be in the All-Star Game, 5 games ever.
Takes will be had.
Matt McMaster writes into the show.
Hi, Matt McMaster.
Happer Show. All-time moment on Happer Show. AI is a tough thing to decipher. It's a Barstool guy, LOL. Once again, I just was on the For You page, and it just fed me some stuff, and I was like, they were like, this is the guy. And I'm like, okay, this is the guy. And I didn't even notice that his face had a soul patch on it until I uploaded it into the stream this morning. Bad job by me. Sorry for being a terrible Big J journo today.
Well,
not good.
You got a few hours to get it back.
Jesse writes in, I had to rush to YouTube to understand what was going on. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, it was a very visual thing we were doing. I apologize.
If you were listening on the radio, you're like, oh, these guys are freaking out about something that is very visual right now, and I have no idea what's going on.
Radio is visual now.
radio is television.
Mhm.
People forget about that, Josh. All right, we'll come back. Alan Bell will join us on the other side. We'll see if there's any angles for him on the Midsummer Classic tonight. What he thinks of Cal Raleigh and whatever else might come up with AB. Right after this on 1620 The Zone.